Today's video is going to be on the 2011 Kia Sorento. This is our new vehicle we just picked up last Saturday. So we've had it for a week now. It is the LX model. They do make a base LX and an EX model. And the features will vary. With each one, you can get different features on each one actually. This is the LX with, it's got a little bit of chrome on it. It's got the front fog, as you can see there. We can pan out there. It does have 17-inch alloy wheels. This is the all-wheel drive model. See the little right there. And features a roof rack. Let's go down the side here and show you the back. Pretty sharp looking car. It's not too bad. There's the rear of it. Pretty stylish. And this is actually what, a duplicate of a Hyundai model. Has the privacy glass in the back. And passenger and rear passenger windows as well. That's really it for the outside of it. Again, this one has some little accent features, some chrome on the door handles, whatnot. I really didn't care for that, but it just happened to be in this package. So the next, we'll go on the rear. We'll set the camera in the tripod, and I'll show you what the rear hatch looks like. Stay tuned. Okay, moving on to the rear here. You can see on the left-hand side there, right there, that is a video camera. So for backing up. So we'll unlock it here. There's the rear of it. Pretty spacious. This does have the third row seating. It's got a little bit of storage right here, which is mainly for the jack. Here's your third row seating. Move this stuff out of the way. We simply just pull up a little handle here, and there you go. We didn't necessarily want the third row. We didn't want it at all. That's all they had in this particular model, all-wheel drive. Now they do have a model without the third row, and you can get an all-wheel drive certainly without the third row, but that's all they had at the dealership. And this whole bottom area is storage, which is really, really awesome. I would much rather have had that. So, and that's pretty much it for the rear. See the back seats there. To open up the rear lid, it's just a little touch pad under there. Again, more chrome. The rear of the vehicle, again, yours may vary, others may vary, but if you're coming to look at a car, you've got tons of room in this rear seat. Now the third seat, well, not so much. Maybe kids put some kids back there, but the seat back here is really, really comfortable. This particular model does have air vents. It doesn't have separate climate controls, but it has air vents, so they can actually get some breeze. One feature I liked is, well, obviously you lift up the seats that way, but if you push them back, they recline as well. Both of them do. And in the middle here, you've obviously got a little cup holder. But you can, so now the passengers can actually recline back. To lift that up, you simply just lever here. Same one that pushes them down. You lift it up. And you've got an auxiliary port back there. They have other models that have, an EX, which you have climate controls, that kind of thing. So this is just for this particular model. Now moving to the front, we'll actually take the camera out of the tripod. Not that you can even tell that it's in the tripod. I'm just kind of shaky, so we'll be right back, and we're going to put the camera by hand. Alright, now we've got the camera. Now I've got this wood grain, which I'm sure is fake. Looking at the door here, they got cup holders. These are in the back as well, on the passenger side. These are actually not cup holders, they're bottle holders. They're for like water bottles. It's actually kind of a little slick idea. Obviously you got your power controls for your windows, door locks, mirrors, gas release door. And here's this particular model. Here's the panel that's beside the driver. You've got a couple different options here. Let's close the door so you can actually see. Maybe you still can't see because of the sunlight. Okay, you've got obviously your wiper with the wash, traction control on or off. You've got, again, this is all-wheel drive, but it also has a four-wheel drive option, so you can lock it, and you can lock that in at going anything under 25 miles an hour. The P, that is actually to turn off your rear camera. You notice a little car going downhill. That is a braking assist, basically. If you're on if you're in the hills, mountains, and you're driving, this will automatically somewhat apply like an engine brake, or I believe it's an engine brake, or just the brakes in general. I haven't used it yet, obviously. And then there's your dimmer. We're going to go ahead and start it here. And when we got this, it had 260 miles on it. See, we've got 498 now. Not a whole lot. Wanted to film this in the sun because I wanted to get some things, but unfortunately I think it's hurting me more than anything. Steering wheel, again, this will vary. This is the LX. Once again, you've got your cruise. You've got your phone controls. On is to make a call, off is to end it. You've got a speaker mute, and you've got a call button, which if you hit that, I don't have a phone paired to it right now. I do, but not in here. You can hear the car's listening. Phone.
No connected phone.
No
Please
connected
connect
phone.
your phone to use the system.
So, and then you've got your stereo controls. You got your volume, your mode. So if you were, switch between CD, radio, MP3, and you've got your station selector, or if you had an iPod or a CD in there, that would go to the next track. So pretty basic. Here's the when you turn the the four-wheel drive on, you got a little idiot light. The P, that doesn't show you an idiot light because we'll show you that in a minute. The downhill, there's that, and then traction control off. Now, one other feature of this vehicle, it has an ECO mode, which is an economical mode that you could turn on or off. That's via the tripometer here. Let me see if I can get you in there. And unfortunately, you can barely see that, but by hitting the little button here, you can switch. You can have eco mode on. There it is, right there, or you can have it off. So we leave it on, and it basically just better gas mileage, supposedly. You can see right now we're averaging only 15 miles per gallon. But I think our average speed was like, 10 miles an hour. So a lot of sitting and idling, obviously. This vehicle does supposedly get, I think, 27 to 31. We'll pull out the spec sheet in just a moment here, and I'll show you that. Moving on to the center of the dash, nothing special. CD player. This one does have Sirius. We won't turn it up because of YouTube violations. It has it for free for 90 days. You got an auxiliary input, your info setup. To set up a phone, you can obviously it has Bluetooth, so you can set up a phone. So you would go to your phone, hit that. You can pair a phone. If I've already got some items selected, which I've got you see there's touch, BlackBerry, and iPod touch. Reason why I have an iPod touch selected, not an iPhone, is because you can actually use your iPod touch through the the Bluetooth, so you don't have to connect it to anything. Now, it won't change the channel or the track selections, but it will work the volume, and it obviously works through the stereo speakers, all wirelessly. So, pretty nice feature. You've got your AC, defrost, whatever, and your knobs to control those. Down here, this little slot, which I kind of wondered what it was and read the book. This is actually a ticket holder. I'm assuming it is like a toll ticket holder, or parking tickets. Hope it's not a speeding ticket holder, because this thing is not fast enough to really worry about that. And here's a unique option on this vehicle that I found. Well, I found unique. Don't know if you will. Heated seats, and the reason why it's unique, these are cloth seats. I don't like leather at all. I've had it in several vehicles. Don't really care for it. But you've got heated seats on this particular cloth seat model. And then down here you've got an auxiliary and a USB. Now the USB is mainly for the iPod. They do have an adapter that basically it allows you to control your iPod through the radio. I think they run about 30 bucks, or you can find them on eBay even cheaper. You can completely control your iPod through the radio as far as track selections and whatnot. Or you can just use the auxiliary like my wife does. Doesn't matter. And you've got 2 cigarette lighter adapters there. And some storage. And you've got storage on either side down here. That just goes right through to the other side. And you've got 2 cup holders. You've got a bigger one, a smaller one. Kind of nicely thought out. This is a 6-speed automatic with the select. If you wanted to run like a manual mode, you could do that. Pretty nice. Again with the fake wood grain. Nice size glove box. And you've got, which this model doesn't have it, but you have an optional model that you can have a cooler, built-in cooler, but plenty of space. I mean, this thing's really deep. Down there. And passenger side again with the bottle holder there. And you've got no sunroof on this model. They do make a dual sunroof model. You've got your lights, you've got a place for some sunglasses, then obviously your visors, which they've got a feature that they don't automatically come on, but you turn it on and this striker hits that and turns them off. I guess they thought that was cool. I don't know. And we'll show you the 21 and 27. I couldn't remember what the heck the mileage was. This one listed out for 26,715. I didn't pay that for it, obviously. And this just tells you the list of specs. This has only got the 4-cylinder in it. That's what we had wanted. And it's actually pretty quick for 4. 6-speed automatic. You know, all this goo goo stuff. Downhill brake control. That's what that is. And this tells you what it's got. 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty, powertrain. 5-year, 60,000. Everything else. Additional equipment, which we'll show you in a moment here. Convenience package, which has the backup warning system. Auto dimmer mirror with display camera. Heated front seats, fog lights, roof rails, and the 3rd row seat, which I didn't care about. So, going back to I showed you that camera on the rear. Well, when you put the vehicle in reverse, see, there's the back of my driveway. That's all in the rear view mirror. Now when you get too close to something, start getting too close, it will beep. And when you get way too close, it'll be a constant tone. So, and that's what they've got the backup warning, auto dimming display with camera. And then the miles per gallon, we're actually getting really well on this. I mean, even though it's only set 15, well, we haven't reset that, so. Here you go. Smog. You know, if you even care about that. We don't care about that in Ohio. Don't know why, but we don't. That's really the inside of it. Not really a whole lot more to it. I mean, you got a clock up there, airbags, you know, front, side impact, all that good stuff. Cruise, tilt. It does have the wheel that goes in and out, and then up and down. What else do you have here? That's really it. One thing I do not like, that I don't understand, is there's no temperature reading, which most newer cars have, you know, tell you what the temperature is outside. This one does not. And I'm sure the EX model does, but this LX model does not. So that's really it for the inside. I just wanted to give you a quick overview. Nice and spacious. It's really got a lot of space. Sorry for the shakiness. Again, I'm inside the car. I don't know the best way to do this. I'm not real good with tripods, so obviously I'm not real good holding the camera either. We'll have a look under the hood and we'll show you the little 4-banger that's in here, so stay tuned. Okay, we've got the hood open. You can see this is actually quite funny. And the 6-cylinder looked the same way. I mean, look at all the space you've got in this daggone thing. I mean, you could put a daggone 12-cylinder in here. Look at that. Talk about easy to work on, but I really don't care about that because of the warranty. We're not going to be working on it. So the 6-cylinder only lost about 2 miles per gallon, but again, they didn't have one in this particular line with the all-wheel drive, which is what I wanted my wife to mainly have, the all-wheel drive and the backup camera. That was my two things. Not necessarily the backup camera until I saw how it worked, but the all-wheel drive was a definite must. But look at all the room. I mean, whoever has to work on this is going to have a pretty easy job. Even the headers are easier to get off. Crazy. And the 6-cylinder didn't take up a lot more room. So that's really it under the hood. I mean, you've got obviously your engine oil, washer fluid, power steering, engine coolant. Look at that little tiny reservoir. Kind of funny. You've got brake fluid over there, and that's really it as far as your maintenance item. There's your filter, battery, and got some sort of fuse panel here, I'm sure, right there. This appears to be probably an engine management or a diagnostic. Yep, diagnostics. So they must be putting them right there and sitting under the dash. Don't know. Haven't really looked into it. So that's it. And pretty easy. Pretty basic. So again, please feel free to post questions, comments. Just wanted to show you this. Really not, I'm not an expert on this vehicle, obviously. Just getting it. Oh, here's your radiator cap. But just wanted to show you kind of a review of the features, options, and again, this is the LX model. Really good lease options right now if you've got good credit. I mean, I'm leasing it for 3 years with 0% interest, and I only had first payment down. So, and I talked them down a bit on it. So, got lease payments at $320 a month right now. Really good deal. So there you have it. Please feel free to post questions, comments, and rate and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching.